Welcome to episode 4 of On Your Road to Becoming a Data Analyst, even with zero tech skill. Okay, if you have missed the previous videos or the previous episode, I would advise you go back and watch those episodes so that you are in sync with whatever I am saying here. And of course, I'm here with my notes again. So let's continue. In the previous episode, I was talking about how data shapes the world, and I started with in our everyday life. I gave a few examples. Go back to watch the video, and I'll be going straight to what in industries. Right now, let's mention a few. For example, in retail, in finance, in healthcare, logistics, manufacturing, and marketing, data plays a vital role. Like I said before, data helps in decision making. Now, take for example in retail, right? Retail helps you to determine, what stock or what particular goods should we buy? Which should we have on ground? Which one shouldn't we run out of stock of? Do you understand? That is because we have data that shows us how those goods have been performing over time, right? Now, also in finance, you can use to decide who you give loans to. How do you do that? Based on how they have been paying loans or they have been paying before now. So you go back to history. That particular history on how that particular person has been paying, that is actually a data. Now in healthcare, you can also use it to increase staffing, right? Based on the patient record or the record that the hospital has been able to take note of since it has started operating. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So basically, data is very, very important. Every sector in our lives, in various industries, even in marketing, right? You can use it on ads. We see, okay, this particular ads have been performing more. How do we get that? Because there is a data to show us that particular thing. Now, also, why is data a big deal in today's world? See, let me tell you something. We are in an era of data. If you run a business and you don't have data, that business is going to crash at the end of the day. Forget the blood of Jesus. That's the sincere truth. So data is a big deal in our world today. Now let's look at a few of them. Number one, better decision. Because of the data that you have, you can make better decision because your data is actually speaking to you. You just need to understand the language of data. Once you understand the language of data, then you can now interpret your data. Of course, we'll look at all of those steps as we proceed in this particular series. Also, competitive edge. You see, any company or any industry that can keep data and knows what to do with that data, trust me, you have an edge above your competitors. Seriously. Also, it helps you save time and money because your data is speaking. So instead of you just wasting money on things that will not bring results, just look at your data. Then your data will help you channel your money to the right direction. Your data will help you channel your time and your energy to the right direction. You can see the importance of data in today's world. Also, it helps in personalization. Customers love experiences or they love things that are personalized to them. Okay, for example, I patronize Netflix and I love watching, let's say, Indian movies. I don't like to see on my suggested movie, I would like to see Korean movies, right? So based on my own particular data, you've personalized it for me that, okay, the suggested movie that should come my way are what Indian movies. Can you see the importance of that? And cut across a lot of things. Now, it helps in also spotting risk and also data is a career gold mine. Of course, if you are a data analyst, you know you are hot cake, basically, because you are needed everywhere. So you can see the importance of data. Data is very useful in this era. That is why you see a lot of people, they want to go into data, they want to learn data analytics, they want to go into data engineering, data science, and all of that. Why? Because we are in an era of data. Any business that does not keep data is going to crash at the end of the day. So you know that data is an important aspect of this world. And the funniest thing is that when you are not even aware, you are keeping data. In fact, you are generating data on a daily basis. So data is something that it cannot overemphasize it. It's just too important. And of course, in the next episode, I'll be mentioning something very important by starting with what is data analytics. You know, I said that we're starting from the basics. That is why I didn't start with data analytics because everybody knows data analysis, they analyze it and all of that. But it's quite beyond that. I want to bring it home I want you to be able to relate with whatever I want to say. So in the next episode, I will start with what is data analytics. And in that particular episode, I'll be giving very, very simple definition that is far different from what you've heard. Now, I know you've heard you're collecting data. Of course, I'm going to mention all of that, but I'll bring it home, right? I'll bring it in such a way that whatever you are doing, what comes to your head or what comes to your mind straight up is what data analytics. That is what I'm trying to achieve in this series, so that you are able to understand it and you can explain to a 5-year-old that, oh, this is what data is all about. So I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.